Okay, this is from SNY.TV.com. Deep dive on Mets prospect Drew Gilbert, who has all-star potential. Now, before we get to this video, I need you to hit that subscribe button. If you are a big Mets fan and want to know about all the Met prospects that they are bringing into the organization and into the farm system, you need to hit that subscribe button. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers, but we need to get to 600. So I need you to hit that subscribe button. So if you're new to the channel, just hit that button and here we go. You won't regret it. Gilbert was acquired from the Astros in the Justin Verlander trade. Mets outfield prospect Drew Gilbert, has been tremendous for Double-A Binghamton since being acquired from the Astros in the Justin Verlander trade. Here's a deep dive from SNY on the 22-year-old. Gilbert was born in St. Paul, Minnesota, where he grew up a fan of the Twins and players like Joe Mauer. He was a two-way player in high school, but interestingly enough, a lot of teams thought he was a pitcher over a hitter. He attended Stillwater Area High School, where he was ranked as the number 2 high school player in the state of Minnesota and the number 282nd ranked high school player in the nation by Perfect Game. He was drafted in the 35th round of the 2019 MLB draft by his hometown Twins as a left-handed pitcher who would touch 92 miles per hour. He didn't sign, though, since he was committed to the University of Tennessee, where he intended to fulfill his college commitment and be given the chance to play both ways for the Volunteers. Since the college baseball season was canceled after a few games in 2020 due to COVID, Gilbert really got his first full season and look of action in 2021. At that point, the Volunteers were so deep in their pitching staff and really needed his bat in the lineup, so he began to transition away from the mound, only appearing in 7 games in 2021. He did not take the SEC by storm offensively in 21, posting a solid 778 OPS in 68 games while playing primarily center field. The breakout really happened in 22 when he was considered the heart and soul of the number 1 ranked team in the country. He was done pitching and for the first time focused solely on hitting. He slashed .362 with a .455 on base percentage, 673 OPS, or 673, slugging 1128 OPS, and routinely came through in big moments for the Volunteers. At this point, he had caught the eyes of scouts in a big way and was considered a first-round lock heading into the 22 MLB draft. The Mets spent plenty of time scouting the loaded Tennessee roster and ended up with right-hander Blade Tidwell with their second-round pick. They liked Gilbert quite a bit as a first-round talent, but he fell behind the likes of Kevin Parada and Jet Williams, who they selected at 11 and 14 respectively. Gilbert went on to be a pick number 28 overall by the Astros. When the 23 season went as it did, and the Mets had to consider moving Verlander, the most aggressive team in pursuit of him was the team that the Mets signed him away from, the Astros. Part of the process was to go back to the scouting department headed by Tommy Tanos, Mark Tramuta, and Drew Toussaint to get their evaluations on Gilbert, as well as 2022 11th round pick Ryan Clifford, who was also in the Verlander deal. The Mets insisted that Gilbert be the headline of any trade, and then they negotiated the rest of the deal from there. The Mets believed that between their grades on Parada, Williams, Gilbert, and Tidwell, that they had acquired 4 prospects with either first round or very early second round grades from the 22 class. Here's the scouting report. Gilbert is listed as 5'9", 200 pounds. You're going to hear people say he plays with his hair on fire, which is a more fun way of saying he's a max effort player. You see in everything he does. At the plate, he generates the average to a tick above average power he has with swing speed over pure strength. Despite this max effort approach, he hasn't led to extreme swings and misses, as he has plus barrel control. He also has above average pitch recognition skills, as evidenced by his 12.3% walk rate at the AA level between his time with Houston and the Mets. If you remove this stretch in June where Gilbert was playing through some forearm elbow discomfort where he posted a 561 OPS, he has posted a 976 OPS the rest of the season. Ever since joining the Mets organization, he has hit the ground running. As of this writing, he has played 32 games with Double-A Binghamton, and he has at least 1 hit in 25 of those games. He is slashing .336, .431, .575 with an OPS of 1,006 with 7 doubles, 6 home runs, and 20 RBIs. In the field, Gilbert can play all 3 outfield spots and is a true leader out there with an incredibly high baseball IQ. People in Binghamton told me within days of joining the team that he was patrolling center field, helping position the corner outfielders. He has enough speed to handle center field and enough arm strength to handle left or right. Stolen bases will not be a big part of his game, but he has above average speed that he uses to stretch singles into doubles and should be able to be a double-digit stolen base threat at the next level. What the future holds for him. Gilbert comes in at number 3 in the Mets farm system in Joe DeMayo's top 20 prospect rankings, behind Luis Angel Acuna and Jet Williams. He looks every bit of an above average everyday outfielder who plays the game with passion and is the type of player that if he performs will garner a ton of fans in New York City. He's the vintage get your jersey dirty every day type of player. I look at him as someone who will hit for average, get on base at above average clip, and project to be a 15 to 20 home run bat with plenty of doubles mixed in. What position he plays defensively, I think it will be dictated by how the roster looks when he makes his big league debut. And that is a multi-layered discussion. It is a trickle effect regarding Brandon Nimmo as he continues to age, what comes with the Jeff McNeil-Ryan Mauricio duo, and certainly Brett Baty can hold down third base. This does not even include Starlin Marte, who's under control for 2 more years. However, I firmly believe that you can put Gilbert in any of the 3 outfield spots and he will fit in just fine. I do think long-term the Mets would like to have their center fielder be someone from the farm system, and as Nimmo ages, shift him over to left field, which he has played some of this year. Ultimately, if Gilbert can age growing as an overall offensive player as well as finding a firm defensive home, there's all-star potential with Gilbert if he can fulfill that type of upside. Getting him and Gifford, a 40-year-old Verlander, could go a long way toward making up for how poorly the 23 season went for this team. I expect Gilbert to begin the 24 season with AAA Syracuse, which makes him simply 1 call away from making his big league debut. A couple of things of note. When the Mets made the trade for Gilbert and Clifford, they said that Gilbert was comparable to Lenny Dykstra, and that he was also comparable to Yankees center fielder Brett Gardner. So that's the kind of player we're talking about, a real grinder, a guy that's tough out late in the game, guy you want up at the bat, with the game on the line. So, and it says in this scouting report that he's the kind of guy you want up late in the game. So, let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Prospect Hub. I want to get to 600 subs. Click that subscribe button if you're coming through for the first time. And, of course, thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.